assemblies for the welfare of society and the just government of the people. We beseech you to behold with your abundant favor as your servants, whom you've been pleased to call to the performance of important trust in this republic. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled. Grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our country and of those whose interest you set our charge. Amen. Clerk, take us through the order of the day.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and honorable members. Order paper number 297 of Wednesday, 14th May 2025 at 9 a.m. Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers.
Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Next order.
Order number 7, statements.
Yes, the honorable.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I rise to give statement of schedules of programs for the week for the members. Starting today, we'll have a motion, that is adoption of report of lands, physical planning, housing and urban development committee on the proposed sublease of land to Meladitas for the establishing a pharmaceutical manufacturing plant in Kisumu and support for its conversion to a special economic zone. Today in the afternoon, that is at 2:30, we'll have a motion, that is adoption of the report of the Joint Committee of Finance and ICT and Agriculture, Fisheries, Livestock Development and Irrigation on the Kisumu County Assembly Bill 2024. Then tomorrow in the morning, tomorrow at 2:30, we'll have papers to be laid by Honorable James Omolo, that is report of the Implementation Committee on the implementation status of House resolutions on the report of the PICPAC Committee on its consideration of the Auditor's General's report on the financial statement of Lumumba Level 4 Hospital for the year ended 30th June 2022. Then another paper to be laid by Honorable Benson Adega, that is report of the powers and privileges Committee on benchmarking exercise with the Nairobi City County Assembly. Then the last one will be the report of the selection committee on the benchmarking exercise with Western Gishu County Assembly. Then notice of motion on the same day, that is notice for the adoption of the report of the implementation committee on the implementation status of House resolutions on the report of the PICPAC committee on its consideration of the Auditor General's report on the financial statement of Lumumba Level 4 Hospital for the year ended 30th June 2022. Then the business of the day, that is bills. Second reading of the Kisumu County Assembly Bill 2024. Kisumu County Bills number 4 of 2024 by Honorable Karen Odhiambo. Then motion adjournment on different matters of urgent county importance. Sector deliberations on the Kisumu County proposed budget estimates financial year 2025-2026. Then on Monday, and this is very important for all the members, and you can inform your neighbor that is not present, on Monday and Tuesday. On Monday, we'll have consultative meetings between sectoral committees and their respective line departments on the proposed Kisumu County budget estimates for financial year 2025-2026. And on Tuesday, we'll have the same. I will share the proposed schedule in our official page. Thank you.
Statement time. Yes, Honorable Zachary Okoye.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order number 14, 2B, to request a statement from the chairperson of the Committee on Roads, Transport and Public Works regarding the current deplorable condition of Nkrumah Road and the measures being taken to ensure its repair, upgrading by the Kenya Urban Roads Authority, that is KURA. Honorable Speaker, Nkrumah Road, a vital feeder road serving my constituency of Usoma Village, has continued to deteriorate due to prolonged neglect and lack of maintenance. The road is not only essential for the movement of residents within Usoma and adjoining areas, but it also serves as the key access route for several corporate institutions and national government parastatals operating in the area. Mr. Speaker, its current condition has greatly hindered access to services, disrupted transport for goods and personnel, and poses a significant safety risk to motorists and pedestrians alike. I therefore request that the chairperson of the Committee on Roads, Transport and Public Works provide a response on the following. 1. A detailed update on the current structural and maintenance status of Nkrumah Road, including any assessment reports by relevant agencies. 2. Clarification on whether KURA has assumed responsibility for the maintenance and upgrading of the road and the role of the county government in coordinating the same. 3. A report on any steps taken by the county government through the Department of Roads or otherwise to formally engage KURA on rehabilitation of Nkrumah Road. 4. Information on whether any funds have been allocated in the current or upcoming financial year towards the upgrading of Nkrumah Road, and if not, what steps are being taken to secure such funding. Lastly, 5, expected timeline for the roads rehabilitation and the specific specific officers or agencies accountable for ensuring the work is undertaken efficiently and effectively. Honorable Speaker, this is a matter of public concern, affect not only the residents of Usoma Village, but also the broader economic and institutional ecosystem in the area. Timely intervention and follow-up with the KURA is necessary to ensure that this critical infrastructure is restored to understand that befits its usage and significance. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Zachary Okoye is properly before the House. I'm not able to see the chair roads, but Honorable Majority, you want to say something?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I'm also a member of the Roads Committee, and on behalf of the chair, I would like to respond. One, Honorable Speaker, I agree with the Honorable Member that Nkrumah Road is in a very deplorable state, and the road is maintained by Kenya Urban Roads Authority, which is a parastatal under national government. So I think the Nkrumah Road is being oversighted by the National Assembly, and it is good for the Honorable Member to get in touch with the area Member of Parliament to make sure that the issue is addressed. Thank you.
What is it, Honorable Goyo?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm happy most of us are Christians, and I think we read the Bible. The Bible says, my people perish because of lack of information. Maybe the Honorable Majority Leader doesn't have this information. We, as the county government, the Constitution 2010 explains very well that we are distinct but interdependable with the national government. Mr. Speaker, Nkrumah Road, yes, is being maintained by Kura. But Kura is just another delegated parastatal which uses the public fund. The public came out to ask the county government to see if they can intervene so that they have in Nkrumah Road for their safety and accessibility. Mr. Speaker, this is not, I didn't want to respond to this. This is not the first time I personally, as the area MCA, plus the CEC roads, made a meeting or convened a meeting to see how we can have Nkrumah Road accessible and safe for the residents of Usoma. So, Mr. Speaker, if we can go to, if Majority Leader can go through my statement, we are asking the executive of county government of Kisumu to intervene so that my residents of Usoma can have a good road for their safety and accessibility. And that's why I'm asking the Committee on Roads to intervene so that whatever we've been discussing with the CEC of roads can come out to pass so that the residents of Usoma can have a better road. Thank you.
Honorable Sami.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to support the Majority Leader. Honorable
Honorable Sami, it's not a debate. Roads Committee?
The same statement, Mr. Speaker.
Are you a member of Roads Committee?
No, the said road is also part of the railways ward. So they are one.
You are not answering my question. Are you a member of Roads Committee?
I'm a member of the house. It's now a new house.
Honorable Sami, you are not answering my question. Are you a member of Roads Committee?
I'm a friend of the committee.
Honorable Sami, just learn to answer the question. You know, don't know what I'm going to ask you. Maybe I'm helping you. Are you a member of Roads Committee?
No, Mr. Speaker, but I'm a member of that road. That road belongs to my ward.
I mean, if you are standing, then you just need to say that you want to add something because that road also cuts through your...
A point of information, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Ukoyo, I'm still dealing with Honorable Sami. Yeah?
Mr. Speaker, I want to add something.
Okay, next time you just answer the question you asked. Don't go around to the question. So 1 minute.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to add something. Mr. Speaker, the said road falls under my ward. And as Majority Leader said, I also realize that it belongs to national government. And I had talked to my MP, Honorable Joshua Ron, and I think they are working on it. So I just want to inform Honorable Ukoyo.
Deputy Leader Majority, what did you want to say?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I just want to I just wanted to reinforce what my leader had said and also to inform Honorable Okoyo that on matters of national issues, the county government has very little. We deal with our functions, and the functions that are devolved in roads are county roads, not national roads. Kenya is a national function. Kera is a national function. The same to Kora. And if a road has been classified to be under Kora, definitely it is the national government. As rightfully as the majority leader has directed you, you should follow it up with the MP of the area, who is a national representative. As a member of the Roads Committee, I can authoritatively reply to you that we have very little, if not none at all, to handle matters of Kura, Kera, and Kenha. As it is, the road belongs to Kura, and therefore follow it up with your member of parliament. Thank you.
Honorable Okoyo, I want to make a determination on it, or what is it that you want to say?
Please, Mr. Speaker, thank you. Let me just add something on my rejoinder. Mr. Speaker, the National Coordination Act of 2012 explains what I'm putting across very, very well. Mr. Speaker, yes, Nkrumah Road is or should be done by Kura, but that does not bar us from asking what arrangements are in place to maintain the road. As the area MCA, I believe I still have the mandate to ask what is going on, and I can only do this through the committee of the Assembly, which is the Committee of Roads, Public Works and Transport. So, Mr. Speaker, I believe the committee can still intervene so that the residents of Usoma can have a better road. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, I do not want to open this statement for debate, but I see that it's attracting a lot of I mean, it's going to open a debate which I want to shy away from. Now, I want to determine that your work as an MCS representative number one, regardless of whether you are representing members who subscribe to the national government or the county government. But I'm aware that Schedule 4 of the Constitution provides for what is devolved fully, partially, and those that are retained at the national government. I believe to sort out this matter, I want to commit it to the Committee of Roads so that all that discussion is brought in a formal way. If it is supposed to be done by Kura, let it come formally in the House so that we certify the residents of Usoma and led by Honorable Okoyo. So the Committee of Roads, I think this is something that you need to work on. 28th of May, latest 28th of May, latest. So you can even bring a report tomorrow. But the latest that we expect a report from you on this is 28th of May, 2025. Next order.
Commencement of business, order number 8, motion, adoption of the Report of Lands, Physical Planning, Housing and Urban Development Committee on the proposed sublease of land to Meditas for establishing a pharmaceutical manufacturing plant in Kisumu and support for its conversion to a special economic zone by Honorable Ratib Boyton.
Honorable Ratib Boyton.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I arise to give a report of Secretarial Committee of Lands, Physical Planning, Housing and Urban Development on the proposed sublease of land to mediators for establishing a pharmaceutical manufacturing plant in Kisumu and support for its conversion to a special economic zone. Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the Sectorial Committee of Lands, Physical Planning, Housing and Urban Development, I am honored to present to this Honorable House the report of the proposed sublease of land to Mediators Kenya for the establishment of pharmaceutical manufacturing plant in Kisumu and express the committee's support for the conversion of the same parcel of land into special economic zone. The communication relating to this matter was received on 3rd December 2024 through the office of the clerk of the county assembly. The matter was subsequently tabled in this house. Pursuant to standing orders, the Honorable Speaker directed the Sectorial Committee of Lands, Physical Planning, Housing and Urban Development to conduct an inquiry and report back within 21 days. That one is annexed in the report. In undertaking its role, the committee engaged the parent department to gather clarity on technical aspects and reviewed documentary evidence provided to it for procedural compliance. Honorable Speaker, the proposal originated from a memorandum of understanding signed in 2021 between the county government of Kisumu and Mediators of Kenya, which is a subsidiary of a US-based pharmaceutical initiative. The memorandum of understanding aimed at establishing a pharmaceutical manufacturing plant to improve health care access and promote economic development within the country. The county government identified a 10-acre parcel of land in Miwani, situated adjacent to the Great Lakes University of Kisumu, as the most suitable site for this project. To facilitate the partnership, the county government, through the Department of Lands, Physical Planning, Housing and Urban Development, put a proposal of 25 million shillings in the proposed budget estimate of financial year 2023-2024 for acquisition of land. This proposal was approved by this committee and subsequently by the county assembly. The county government initiated a direct procurement of land from the Tropical Institute of Community Health and Development, abbreviated as TEACH, acting in trust for Great Lake University, abbreviated as GLUC, at amount of 22 million. It was the observation of the committee that this method of procurement was justified under the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act of 2015, due to the uniqueness of the site and absence of alternative parcels. The procurement process was supported with all required documentation. Subsequently, a formal concession agreement was signed in February 2024 outlining the obligation of both parties. The agreement covered land provision, utility, facilitation, compliance, and timelines, and included a 40-year concession period with a clear dispute resolution framework. In addition to land matters, the committee noted that the county government had initiated a formal engagement with the Special Economic Zone Authority, seeking to have the site designated as a special economic zone. The authority acknowledged a receipt of the request and guided the county on the next steps, including submission of a feasibility study, environmental approval, a master plan, and approval from the county assembly. The committee further reviewed the report on public participation and established that extensive consultation had taken place with the community. Stakeholders raised valuable questions and recommendations around employment, training opportunities, intellectual property safeguards, infrastructure, and timelines. The committee was satisfied that public participation was conducted in line with Article 10 of the Constitution and Section 115 of the County Government Act. Honorable Speaker, it was also evident that the committee is aligned with the county's economic development and industrialization strategy, national health care reforms, including universal health coverage, and the broader objective of the Vision 2030. The project promises to deliver numerous benefits, including job creation, enhanced access to quality medicine, industrial innovation, and positioning Kisumu as a key pharmaceutical hub in the region. This is very important, honorable members. The project, I repeat, the project promises to deliver health coverage and broader objective of Vision 2030, and the project promises to deliver numerous benefits, including job creation, 1, enhance access to quality medicine, 2, industrial innovation, 3, and positioning Kisumu as a key pharmaceutical hub in the region. Based on the legal compliance, stakeholders engagement, and transformative potential of the project, the committee is satisfied that the proposed sublease meets all conditions required by law and public policy. The committee therefore resolved to recommend that this honorable house approve the sublease of the 10-acre parcel of Mediators Kenya to support the designation of that area as a special economic zone. Honorable Speaker, I wish to sincerely thank the members of the committee for their commitment and objectivity throughout the process, and also acknowledge the invaluable support from the Office of the Speaker and Clerk of the County Assembly, as well as the Committee Secretariat. It is now my humble duty to table this report before this House and urge this honorable House to adopt it. Honorable Speaker, page 7 of this document contains the establishment and mandate of the committee, which we all know. Page 8 contains composition of the committee. Chapter 2 of this document contains legal frameworks that has been adhered to when deliberating on this report. And Honorable Speaker, if you continue looking at this document, chapter 3 is giving us a background of the pharmaceutical manufacturing industry. that is the mediators. It's properly outlined here, and of course, it is a pharmaceutical plant that is US-based, and is also committed to transforming medicine access in sub-Saharan African through innovative manufacturing technologies and strategic partnership. That is also highlighted there. Chapter 4 of this report on page 13 gives us a report of the public participation, which of course I told you how the public welcomed this idea. Honorable Speaker, chapter 6 of this report on page 16 also gives us a survey report that was done by the county through the Department of Lands, Physical Planning and Housing and Urban Development. Request for guidelines on gazettement for this piece of land is also highlighted on page 17 to make this area economic, a special economic zone. Honorable Speaker, the procurement of land and development partnership between county government of Kisumu and mediators is also highlighted on page 22. And let me now take you to a very important aspect of this report, which has given this house the observations that the committee made. Number one observation is that all legal frameworks ranging from Constitution of Kenya, the Land Act, to the Special Economic Zone Act were adhered to. The procurement of the 10-acre parcel followed due process as per the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act 2015, including justifiable application of direct procurement due to the unique nature and strategic location of the land. Observation number 2, that the county government of Kisumu has fulfilled all preliminary statutory obligations. The land in question adjacent to the Great Lakes University of Kisumu has been verified and legal documents have been provided and scrutinized. Number 3, that the community engagement was conducted comprehensively with diverse views captured and incorporated. This demonstrates adherence to Article 10 of the Constitution and subsection 115 of the County Government Act. Number 4, that the project aligns with Kisumu County Industrialization and Economic Development Agenda, universal health coverage efforts, and Vision 2030's goals of promoting special economic zone. And number 5, that the project promises to enhance access to affordable, high-quality medicine, create jobs and vocational training opportunity, spur local entrepreneurship and industrial innovation, and position Kisumu as a pharmaceutical hub in East Africa. Number 6, and of course that is the last one, that an amount of 25 million was allocated in the Department of Lands, Physical Planning, Housing and Urban Development during the financial year 2024-2025 for acquisition of land. Actual procurement was successfully completed at a cost of 22 million. Honorable Speaker, the committee recommendation. Committee, having viewed the legal, technical, financial, and stakeholders' dimensions of the proposed sublease of land to Mediators Kenya for the establishment of a pharmaceutical manufacturing facility in Kisumu, the Sectorial Committee on Land, Physical Planning, Housing, and Urban Development hereby makes the following recommendations: that this House approves the proposed sublease of a 10-acre of land in Miwani, that is RL number 12-2, to Mediators Kenya for the development of pharmaceutical manufacturing plant and conversion of the area into a special economic zone, subject to the following conditions. One, that the county executive fast-track the submission of the full says that is conversion of the economic zone, gazettement applications to the Special Economic Zone Authority, including a feasibility study, environmental approval, and a master plan within the stipulated timelines in the concession agreement. And number two, submission of quarterly report to the County Assembly detailing the progress of the project implementation, community engagement efforts, the special economic zone application milestones, and compliance with the concession terms. In conclusion, Honorable Speaker, I hereby request this House adopt this report of the Sectorial Committee of Land, Physical Planning, Housing, and Urban Development on the proposed sublease of land to Mediators for establishment of a pharmaceutical manufacturing plant in Kisumu and support for its conversion to a special economic zone. May I now call upon Honorable Tom Nyauke to second. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Nyauke.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, before I go to the substantive
Could you please approach the chair
of seconding the motion, there is 3 items that during the deliberations of this of the committees that we had regarding the same are very important, and that is what is also making us have this final decision for this approval, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, if you look at the observations that have been made, particularly number 2 and 3 and 4, those are some of the fine take-home points that is very important to draw the attention of this House. Mr. Speaker, just to mention, number 2 is talking about that the county government of Kisumu has fulfilled all preliminary statutory obligations. Mr. Speaker, this is a very vital thing that we had to exercise a lot of due diligence to make sure that the preliminary statutory obligations are met, particularly in the acquisition of the land. And secondly, Mr. Speaker, that the community engagement was conducted comprehensively with diverse views captured and incorporated. Mr. Speaker, that is in line with Article 10 of the Constitution and Section 115 of the County Government Act. That issue was taken care of. Then the third one is that the project aligns with Kisumu County's industrialization and economic development agenda, universal healthcare efforts, and Vision 2030 goal of promoting special economic zones. Mr. Speaker, these are some of the things that our able governor has been struggling and has been saying all through, that by the time at the end of his term, he will have left for us quite a number of special zones that are going to make sure that are able to generate opportunities for our youth, for our women, even for some of our strong fathers who might still be available and looking forward to earn some a living from out of those areas. Mr. Speaker, with that few remarks, I beg to second.
Thank you, members. Now that a motion has been moved on adoption of the report of the Lands, Physical Planning, Housing, and Urban Development Committee
on the proposed sublease of land to Medaditas for establishment of pharmaceutical manufacturing plant in Kisumu and support for its conversion to a special economic zone. A motion moved by the chair, the Honorable Ratibo Iton, and seconded by the Honorable Tom Nyaoke. Now I propose to put a question that we open this motion for debate. Yes, Honorable Moses Uchele.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. May I take this opportunity to welcome you back from your national recess. As a member of the committee, I rise to second or to support the report as it is. Mr. Speaker, we are praying as citizens of Kisumu County that our county be industrialized. And there are so many benefits that come with industrialization, where we have employment opportunities, we'll have opening up of that area in terms of infrastructural development. And Mr. Speaker, being a pharmaceutical company and in close proximity to Great Lakes University, it can enhance training opportunities for those students taking medical courses where they can have hands-on experience and also get opportunity nearby to do industrial attachments. And also, Mr. Speaker, by having such companies around, we'll also convince other interested investors that indeed Kisumu County is an industrial hub and they can show interest in investing in Kisumu. And therefore, we invite all like-minded investors to approach the county government executive and the assembly to help in fast-tracking investment opportunities. And Mr. Speaker, as much as I support, and as much as I'm a member of the committee, I have a reservation that at times these investors come in opaque manner. They don't come as a transparent entities. They come in a very opaque manner. Because these Medaditas, it is a company, but as a committee, we are giving them land, but as people tasked with oversighting and actually scrutinizing their existence, we don't have anything indicating that it is a company existing anywhere. What we have is a request which they made to the county government, and the request sent to the assembly for approving such land. So this opaqueness, sometimes it is demoralizing. We might be having a good idea, but when a company like this comes forth to get a piece of land within the county, Mr. Speaker, I think it is in order that such companies indicate even their certificate of registration, they indicate where they are based currently, because it must be existing somewhere. Where is it existing? And what works has it done before? But if it is a company which is just to start afresh, it is different from this one which is existing elsewhere. So lack of proper documentation sometimes is hindrance to our approvals. And in future, I think the committee where I also sit, I raise this, the committee, and I also raise it. It is important because sometime in the future, somebody will ask, as you are giving this land, did you do due diligence? Did you actually authenticate this company to be existing? And did you get registration documents with the World Health Organization, and the bodies approving pharmaceutical companies? Otherwise, I support with the reservation. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, the honorable member for Miwani.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Let me also join the queue in welcoming you back from your personal recess. I would also like, being a representative of the Miwani ward, I would also like to take this opportunity to support the report which has been given by the committee. And I want to believe that if you go through through the report comprehensively, you'll find that unlike other leasing exercises that are taking place, at least due diligence was taken in this. Just take your time, and how I wish that members of this honorable house took their time to attend the public participation that was called by the public participation was held in 13th November last year, I think, in Great Lakes University. And all the concerns that were being raised there were responded to adequately. And actually, the public participation and the community engagement was comprehensively done. We were there to fully understand the impact of this initiative and the advantages and the disadvantages that it will bring to the people of this region. And actually, those who were there were convinced that this is a noble initiative, and we all need to welcome such like these initiatives. Mr. Speaker, I'm on my knees supporting this because of the following advantages that has also been elaborated in the report. The first one was enhancement of healthcare access and affordability. The second one was job creation and industrial skills transfers that will be done in Kisumu. And it has been ably put that since it's being located near the Gluck University, I want to believe the medical courses that will be taken in that university will also be enhanced. And number three, it was for establishment of a regional pharmaceutical hub. And this will actually open our region and the world. And since the community engagement was also done and the public participation was done openly and transparently, the people of Miwani ward and the entire Kisumu County should support this noble process. And I support, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Yes, the honorable majority leader.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, let me also not shy away from welcoming you back from your sabbatical leave. Honorable Speaker, I rise to support this report for three good reasons. Honorable Speaker, it is not only subleasing this land to this company, but the county government is also trying to make sure that the project falls within the special economic zone. Honorable Speaker, I think this committee did good work. With the suitability of this land, I've looked at the land area. The road network is good. The electricity is available. The fiber optic passes along that road to Chemelil, So it is, the land is very suitable for the project. And Honorable Speaker, I want to look at the very important component, and that is the public participation. Engaging the locals of that area about the project. And of interest is how the locals responded in the public participation, because the locals had to ensure that was it legal? The legal basis on the land use, was it followed properly? And that was done. They also promised that there will be no political interference. So many of our foreign investors have run away from taking up such projects because of political interference. But of more interest is the concern of the locals on our vocational training centers, where they encouraged for internships and collaboration with the local institution. We keep the young people in our vocational training centers with the skills relevant to the pharmaceutical company. Honorable Speaker, when I look at the benefits that this project is bringing, I think this is a report that we need to approve as fast as possible, because one, there will be job creation, and that is both formal and informal. And of more importance is the enhanced access to quality medicine that will not just be of quality but affordable. Honorable Speaker, I hope the affordability will come as a result of this project falling within the special economic zone, because the project will be subjected to tax exemptions. Honorable Speaker, when the project is realized, it will position Kisumu as a key place in this region in terms of pharmaceutical. Honorable Speaker, this in the end will help the country reduce the imports of pharmaceutical drugs from countries like Egypt and South Africa that have really occupied the market in Africa. Otherwise, Honorable Speaker, I support. Thank you.
Yes, Honorable Iko.
Mr. Speaker, this report is a good one for this country because we want to get...
Honorable Speaker, I'm on switch off the mic. Honorable Speaker, I'm on a point of information. Honorable Petro Iko is going against the tradition of today of welcoming you back.
Honorable Member. Honorable Iko, please proceed.
Honorable Speaker, I've never known that you have been away. When you are away, you should let members know that you are away. Or you went to see the daughter of the Mizungu. That will be a very good credit. Mr. Speaker, this is a very good report because we want to have a pharmaceutical company in Kisumu that will produce medicines for our people, export to other countries. It will give employment to our people. It will bring economic empowerment to the county government of Kisumu. A very good credit, Mr. Speaker. We hope this succeeds, and this will be a good legacy for Governor Nyong'o of Kisumu County. But Mr. Speaker, when we look at this report, on page 17, I'm seeing on page 17, some letters were written by the governor asking for authority for the land, the Minister of Health to give their nod on this project. That is wonderful, Mr. Speaker. But Mr. Speaker, when you go through this report, Mr. Speaker, and I wanted the chairman to be very keen. On page 19, the parcel of land is referred to that is the first paragraph on page 19. The parcel of land is referred to Kibos 654/45, grant number that. When we go further to on this report, the parcel number on the letter written to the Clark County Assembly by the Waziri Health. When you look at the last paragraph, when you're down, the letter from County Executive Committee Health is referring to the parcel number Kisumu Miwani, land registration number Miwani 12/2. Chair, I want you to be keen on that because we are going to give approval and we must give approval to a specific parcel number. Chair, when we also go to the letter written by the head of survey section Kisumu County, his parcel number is also 654/45. Then there's also a letter written by the governor of Kisumu to the acting chief executive officer of Special Economic Zones Authority. That one also, the parcel numbers read 654/16, 654/17. The letter written from Special Economic Zones Authority. And it's talking of a total of 50 acres as Special Economic Zone. Just go towards the end. Towards the end, you will find it. You have seen that. Okay. So, on the parcel number issue, we must be given specific parcel number to approve. Another matter I want to raise is the allocation of 25 million shillings for the acquisition of this land. This land is being acquired at 25 million shillings, and finally the cost was 22 million. Was Kisumu County buying this land for the pharmaceutical company? That must come out very clear. What was this money for? And if it was for the acquisition, the land was acquired from who and to who? And the title is in whose name? When I don't want to dwell a lot on what Honorable Ochele raised, we must, the pharmaceutical company must be fully identified to this assembly with the documents so that we also know the directors and where they are registered. Because at the end of it, we may find that it is just John Onyango that we approved this land for. I'm raising that because, Mr. Speaker, when you go through this report, there is another institution called the Teach that is being claimed was owning this land before this land is transferred to the pharmaceutical company. Let me take time and look at that page. Yeah, it is on page 22. The project requires acquisition of 10 acres of land currently held by Tropical Institute of Community Health and Development, TEACH, in trust for Great Lakes University of Kisumu. Let's get the explanation. And with this kind of information, Mr. Speaker, as much as members have praised the implementation of this project, which will be a good legacy for our governor and a very good project for our county, was the land owned by another institution? Was this land owned by the national government? Transferred to Kisumu government? County government of Kisumu is now transferring it to what's the pharmaceutical company is called Aditas, to the pharmaceutical company. These are matters that the committee must address so that when we give our approval, and later on we can defend from the record presented to us in this assembly. Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to contribute and get clearance on those matters that I've raised. Thank you.
Yes, Honorable Samuel Dede.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I also rise to give my sentiment concerning the motion on the floor, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, being that Medaditas is now coming close to us, there will be clear picture that the drugs will now be produced within the locality, within our area. Even though the supply which is being done to our counties come from the capture directly, but now the drugs will be produced locally, then given to the capture, then they provide us with the drugs at the moment. Mr. Speaker, we find that being that we'll be getting the more advantages from the Meditas being with us close, Mr. Speaker, we find that there will be job creation opportunity there. Even though those who've been coming for us doesn't state that by telling us job creation and our people will be employed. And do we know the percentage of people we shall be employed within the region? Then we shouldn't get an idea by saying that the percentage of those who will be employed within the Meditators should majorly come from within the region, being that it's now with us, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we find that even though the job creation will be there will be also expansion of businesses within the region. The areas are surrounding Miwani, the Meditators, where Great Lake is. There shall be expansion, local businesses shall proceed, and that shall create job opportunity to our people, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, my main worry concerning this Meditators, Mr. Speaker, is from the Department of Land, Mr. Speaker. We find that the speed at which the transfer was done was very fast, Mr. Speaker. Concerning, if you compare it with other land issues which has been within the county, Mr. Speaker, we find that there are regions like the Nyaera Sub-County Hospital, which was budgeted for a long time ago and has never been paid up to now, went to the pending bill, Mr. Speaker, has not been paid. Yet this one, Mr. Speaker, has been paid promptly. And we are here today, we are now to approve. Mr. Speaker, this house seems once a rubber stamp, because as we are rubber stamping, we are now want to approve whatever which has been paid for the 25 million, Mr. Speaker. The committee now urging us to approve Why? You approve whatever which has been paid for, Mr. Speaker. That's my major worry concerning this issue. And now I wish, Mr. Speaker, that the way they move, they've constructed the issue in the Department of Lands to move with speed, being that other facilities which should be owned by the county government, like the sub-county hospital I'm talking of, we have the Kianja ECD school, which has not been transferred, the Nyaera sub-county hospital. I wish that those one also should be constructed and then be owned by the county government, as the way the Great Lakes are now being, or going to be owned by, the Meditators are going to be owned by the county government by providing the land, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I don't have much to say, but only that, but let us move with speed. As we are considering the investments, let's also consider our people who are also suffering, which have not been paying. And in the financial year, Mr. Speaker, while we talk of the issue of approving today this land of the 25 million, we want to approve whatever has been paid. And currently I do something in the Department of Health. The owners of the land, they don't want us to do any activity. The appropriation was done of over 1 million for the fencing of a facility. It can't be done due to the land has not been paid. Yet this one has just taken the shortest time possible and has been paid for, and we want to approve it today, Mr. Speaker. That's what I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, let me also rise to welcome you back. It's been long, we missed you. And welcome back. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, I also want to add my voice on this report. And grave issues has been raised by Honorable Hiko, which should be a concern to this assembly and to members of the public. Mr. Speaker, as much as there are benefits that these companies brings to our county, there's so many issues that should be brought to concern. First is the issue of land, the process of procurement and such. Secondly, the environmental conservation will also be an issue of concern. As much as this company will create some employment for our youth, spur economic growth to this county, there's so much issues that should also be raised, such as environmental conservation and many others. So as we take this issue, I think it should be handled with a bit of care so that in future, no many issues that will be raised. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I support.
Yes, Honorable Koya.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, may I ask the mover to reply? Thank you.
The Honorable Ratib.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank this House for the interactive session that we've held. And Mr. Speaker, all these concerns, I believe, have been noted. And when submission of this report to the executive, I believe the Hansard report of today's session will also be submitted. One of the most important aspects that I want to say that has been noted here is the existence of this pharmaceutical plant. It is true that they never provided any sort of satisfaction or registration, maybe certificate, to prove their operations. And I think before the finalization of this process, this should be availed to this House. Honorable Speaker, they have also talked about public participation, which went well and the community embraced. I don't need to say much about this. And they also talked about, members also talked about availability of drugs, which we know plays a very important role in our health care. Providing job opportunities also, and giving us areas where our students can do internship. And at the same time, this is going to be one of the best legacy Professor Peter Anyang' Nyong'o will leave behind. Honorable Speaker, on page 19, which Mr. Honorable Hoiko Pete highlighted, I believe the first engagement was supposed to be Kibos Block 654/45. But again, looking at the gazetting that area's special economic zone, the executive turned its attention to Miwani. And that is why they settled as Miwani and also want that area to be gazetted as special economic zone. I believe this annex was not supposed to be here. We were supposed to be provided with the annex of Miwani stroke. The ILR number is indicated in the report. Mr. Speaker, lastly, I want to mention something about the procurement.
Did you just mention that there are annexes in this report that are not supposed to be in this report?
Mr. Speaker.
I was asking you, Chair, did you say that there are annexes in the report that was brought before the Assembly that are not supposed to appear in this report, and how many of those reports do exist how many of those annexes do exist in this report?
Mr. Speaker, I wanted to say that the provision of the annexes, the annex that indicates Miwani, block Miwani should have been placed on this report when procurement or payment of the said 22 million was done. And the one that I mentioned, that is the Kibos one, what I ought to have said is that it is one of the first engagement that was done by the department. I hope I'm clear, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, lastly, I want to mention something to do with the procurement. I believe the department fast-tracked the procurement of this piece of land, giving the kind of immense benefit that the county as a whole would benefit. And that is why Honorable Dede felt that the procurement process of this piece of land was fast-tracked. Of course, yes, it was fast-tracked. We're looking at the kind of the benefit that we are going to get as a county. Honorable Speaker, with those very many remarks, I reply. Thank you.
From members, a motion was moved on adoption of the report of Lands, Physical Planning, Housing and Urban Development Committee for the proposed sublease of land to Medaditas for establishing a pharmaceutical manufacturing plant in Kisumu and support for its conversion to a special economic zone. On members, it's time to put a question for adoption. But before I put that question on members, I have a few comments to help you make that decision, because the decision will be with the Assembly following what the Honorable Iko has said. and the reply by the honorable members, I want to make it clear. With the report that I have before me, it's not clear on who we are giving land, whether it's a person, whether it's a self-help group, whether it's a CBO, whether it's an NGO, whether it's a regional NGO or an international NGO. Whether it's true that it's a pharmaceutical company, there is nothing to show because I have not seen any document for the same. Honorable members, going again by the submission of the Honorable Iko, it's not clear which land the county government wants to convert to special economic zone. Neither is it clear which land the county government intends to give to these Meditas, because there are 3 parcels of land appearing in this report: 645, 45, 645, 16, and 12-2. It's not clear even from the report of the chair. Lastly, whether the land that we are transferring is owned by the county government, it's not clear from any documentation whether this land has been bought by the county government, whether this land belongs to Honorable Benny Pete Oiko, whether this land belongs to Teach. We don't know the owner of the land because there is no documentation for the same. But all members, the decision lies with you. If you want to approve the report the way it is, it's at the discretion of the members. The role of the speaker is to put a question and for members to decide based on the report that has been brought before you. But I had to make those comments so that it's clear and you are conscious with the decision that you are making. Honorable members, up to that point, it's time for me to put a question that as many as of the opinion that we adopt the report from the Committee on Lands, Physical Planning, Housing and Urban Development on their proposed sublease of land to Meditas for establishment of pharmaceutical manufacturing plant in Kisumu and support for its conversion to a special economic zone, say aye. As many as of the contrary opinion say nay.
No.
Honourable members, the nays have it, and the report for the adoption of the report on Lands, Physical Planning, Housing and Urban Development Committee on the proposed sublease of land to Meditas for the establishment of a pharmaceutical manufacturing plant in Kisumu and support for its conversion to a special economic zone has not been adopted. And honourable members, the report having been rejected by the House, I direct that this communication be taken to the Department of Lands, Physical Planning and Urban Development for their consumption as we discuss on the way forward, and members will make a decision whether to bring the motion back again. Thank you so much, honourable members. Next order, Mr. Clerk.
The business this morning is fully exhausted.
Honourable members, there being no any other business today, the House stands adjourned until today, Wednesday, 14th May at 2:30 p.m.